Hi, everyone. So we've gone over where the leads come from, how to log on to the app. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what happens with the drip campaigns. So as soon as someone fills out a form and they hit submit, they populate onto your lead sheet, they pop up in the app, and then we start a series of automatic texts to them. So just a reminder, your team is making the calls and we are sending a series of automatic texts. Now they come in like a sequence of immediately, as soon as they fill out the form. They get a text the next day. They get a text maybe a few days later, maybe a week later. And some of our accounts have drip campaigns that can go on for 6 months. Now, as soon as someone replies to one of those automatic texts, the drip campaign stops. And then it's up to your team to just keep going on in conversation with that lead. So that way we don't have a real person responding in the middle of making a sale and then one of our more vague drip campaign text templates. So just keep that in mind. Your team's making the calls. We are sending automatic texts. And as soon as the lead engages back, the automatic texts stop. And then it's just up to you and the lead and working to convert them into a client. So let's go over that real quick one more time. We've got the first automatic text that goes out. So someone hits submit on the form and immediately that lead is getting an automatic text because they gave us their phone number. After that, we've got a second automatic text that goes out. So this text goes out the next day and usually around lunchtime. So we don't want them to be busy trying to get to work in the morning or in the middle of the meeting. We send most of our automatic texts out after the first one. All the subsequent ones, we send them out during lunchtime or towards the end of the day, usually around 4:30 to 6. Then we've got the third automatic text. Now this goes out 2 days after the lead fills out the form. So if you're looking in the app in conversations, you'll see these texts just automatically appear. These are the drip campaign. However, that doesn't mean that you're not still making the calls or responding if the lead answers one of them. The whole point of these automatic texts is to get them to engage so that they don't think they filled out a form and then nothing happened. You might think these automatic texts are annoying, but think about your day-to-day life, even just like making a dentist appointment or a doctor appointment. You probably get 5 to 9 different types of messaging from your dentist confirming your appointment, reminding you about your appointment. You get voicemails, you get an email, you probably even get like a prompt to log into an app and confirm your appointment. So people are used to this now and interested in them and that we're present and that we're here, the more we move up to the top of the response list. So if we never engage and we just send one text and we just assume they're not interested, we don't really rank high on that meter of, oh, I really need to get back to this person. So what we call that is someone's social obligation to respond. A lot of people might be interested right away, but life is busy. Think about every time you filled out a form. Did you answer when they called right away? Even if you did actually want that service or information about that, it's not always a great time to jump on a phone call. That doesn't mean that you don't see the phone call coming in. It doesn't jog your memory like, I need to call them back about that. And that's also why we have texts. Not everyone likes to get on phone calls. Sometimes it's easier to respond via text. So usually when I leave a voicemail for someone, I'll say, hey, I'm going to follow up this voicemail with a text. If it's easier for you to respond to that, just respond to that. And finally, we've got the fourth automatic text, which goes out about 7 days, a week after the lead submitted the form. And once you've been with us for a while, we will fine tune this drip campaign following the behavior of the way the leads are responding in your area. So your campaigns could go on for months. So let's visually remind ourselves what this looks like. Here is a landing page. Someone found your ad, they clicked on it, they're on this landing page. They're like 25% off, that sounds great. They fill out their information and they click get coupon. After that, they're taken to a confirmation page. It looks like this. It just lets them know that we've gotten their form. It's been submitted. As soon as that form is submitted, they are populating this lead sheet. Now, this lead sheet is not the app. This lead sheet is a long record, an archival record of everyone that's ever filled out a form on any of the landing pages. This is just a backup. Technology is imperfect. we like to make sure that all the information is recorded. But if you ever can't access the app, or there's a glitch, or you're not sure you're seeing all the leads, this is the place where you go to check that. Now, the other thing that will happen as soon as someone submits a form is you do get an email notification that you have a new lead. So we are reminding you on the lead sheet, we are sending you an email, a text if that's what you requested, and inside of the app, and now we're inside the app here, we're on app.medstarmedia.com, we are going to send one of those automatic texts to the lead, the first one in the series, and that's now sitting here in the app for you to work to convert into a sale. And finally, the last thing that happens when someone fills out the form is in the pipeline, in opportunities, they become the new little tile. It'll be here, new leads. And then as we work through the lead protocol, we are going to call them many times until they tell us to either stop calling them or they make an appointment. We're going to go over the lead protocol in the next video, and that's all I've got for this.